Hi there, Jus4SweetZ here, and today we're going to go ahead and show you how to make a store-bought cake taste homemade, or as close to homemade. There's not always time to gather all the ingredients for a homemade cake. Sometimes you're in a hurry and you just need a quick dessert. So this is the way I have found to make a box cake taste very homemade, very moist, rises perfectly. So we're going to go ahead and start. I just have a white cake mix. First we will put 1 1/4 cups of buttermilk in your mixer. There, I have everything measured out. We have 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. I try to get every drop I can. Then I have a container of vanilla yogurt, just a light vanilla yogurt. It's a 6-ounce size. And I'm going to go ahead and add that. Get all that out. Let's see. And then what we're going to do, so we're going to go ahead and add the dry part. So we're going to add the cake mix. Pour that in. And then I like to add 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. I usually add that to it. And I add, when I use a white cake, I add a little bit of pure vanilla bean paste. There's Madagascar. This one is Nelson and Massey. I really like the vanilla bean paste that are out there. Usually right around a teaspoon to 2 teaspoons is what I put in, depending on what looks good. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start the blender on low, or the mixer. We don't want the powder to go everywhere. As it starts to mix, turn it up just a tad. And I have 4 egg whites separated in a glass. I'm going to go ahead and kind of pour those in there slowly. You want to let them mix a little bit before you pour all of them in. Then we're going to turn the speed up and let it mix. I usually let it mix just for about 1 minute on a medium to high speed, just to make sure everything's mixed up. Stop it after about 30 seconds or so and get a rubber spatula. You want to scrape the bowl so that you make sure everything's mixed well. You can see the little specks of vanilla bean in there. People will love it. It's a guarantee. Okay, so we've got that scraped. Mix again. Now I am making a baby belly cake for somebody, and so to bake my cake today, instead of using a cake pan, I will be mixing. I'm going to use a glass bowl that is heat resistant. This one's made by Pyrex, so it can go in the oven. I have sprayed it with spray grease that has, it's called Baker's Joy. It has the flour in it, so it's a non-stick baking spray with flour. I have sprayed the bowl. This is going to be the belly of the cake. And then I usually give my belly a little lift because I like it to be a little bit higher. So I just took the same size springform pan. I believe this is a 9-inch. And I've greased that just so I can do a small layer. That'll also allow me to put filling in the cake. We have that all mixed up. I usually shake this all off as much as possible. just going to, you can see what it looks like. See the little specks of vanilla bean in there? It's nice and creamy. So we're going to go ahead and fill that belly up. Oop, I just made a mess. All right. So that's the one cake mix. I usually make one more, and then I have two smaller bowls that I use. These are also heat resistant to bake, and those will be the boobs or the breast of the baby belly cake. And then that makes enough for me to make two of these, and then I make my little, I call it a lift kit on my belly. So I'm going to go ahead and even this out, stick it in the oven, and I'll let you see the results when it's all done.